second. You want to see some of the dart stuff that we use to mobilize animals? Yeah. Hang on just 1 second, I'll grab it.
Miss Hop, I'm wondering if it's that big tiger. What? That big tiger?
She's not bringing an animal.
Omar, have a seat, bud. Sit down. Who? You just raise your hand if you have a question.
Now, remember I told you guys we guard animals and that they're not pets. One thing I should tell you is that we're doing a lot of training and enrichment now for our animals, and what that means is the keepers and the trainers are working with them so that we can give our shots to them without putting them to sleep. They'll come up and they'll actually present their shoulder or their hips, so we can actually give them their shots. We can draw blood from their tail, some of the cats, without immobilizing them. The more training we can do, then the less stressful it is for the animal, and the more fun it is for the keepers because they get to train the animal. So it works all the way around. It's very positive. But when we can't, we have animals that we can't handle, like some of our hoof stock, like our giraffes or some of our hoof stock. These are the types of darts we use. You can see they've got a big tail on them that helps them fly. And then we'll put a big needle on them. It looks kind of like oh yeah, this is one needle. See the needles on these? So that's designed so they'll stick in them and just, it's kind of like, it's just a quick shot real quick and then they'll go to sleep in about 5 to 10 minutes. And then we can wait on them, and then when we're done, we give them some drugs to help them wake up. And they get up and they're all finished. Yes?
How do you put the giraffe wings?
You know what? That's a good question. See, this room used to be, we're having our hospital redesigned, so it's kind of hard to see right now. But this used to be our small animal treatment room, and that was our large animal treatment room. Can you guys guess how high, how many pounds, what would you think would be the highest we would go as one? Good guess, yes. Okay, oh, here, a couple more.
400?
Ding, 400 pounds. Up to 400 pounds we would see in this room. So we could see cats, we could see small gorillas and small orangutans. That's as big as we consider small animals. Everything else up to 1,000 pounds we would see out in that room. For example, some of our tapirs, some of our big gorillas, our big male lion weighs 600 pounds. We would see those guys out there. If they're over 1,000 pounds, like the giraffes, or the rhinos, or the elephants that we're going to get back in, or some of the other animals, we do them right where they are, because we can't move them. If you put an animal, if you put an elephant to sleep and you can't move their head, see, when you put your dog to sleep, if the head's all kinked up and they can't breathe, you can move the head. If an elephant goes to sleep and they put their heads kinked, you need a bobcat and a tractor trailer and a crane, because that head weighs about 2,000 pounds. So you can't move it. So we want to be very, very careful when we mobilize these. So we do them right where they are. We have all the equipment and people there so that we can do them right where they are. Okay?
When you have a shot, do you blow on that? Or
We do several things. For smaller animals, we'll use a blowpipe. And unfortunately, we have 2 doctors out doing procedures this morning, so I don't have a blowpipe to show you. We also have a pistol that shoots darts a little bit farther for animals that are a little bit bigger. And then we do out the safari part, where we do some of the big animals that are far away. We use this.
the tranquilizer rifle?
Yep.
Rifle.
And if you guys have any dads that hunt or moms that hunt, that's what we use. Okay? That's a scope that we look through, just like any other rifle, except it doesn't shoot bullets, it shoots darts. Okay? So that's what we use like out in the safari park. We're doing a buffalo, we're doing the elk, and they're way far away, we use this. Just instantaneously, just when the dart goes in, but then they go right to sleep. And sometimes if we do dart them, we'll give them something for pain before we wake them up, just so they aren't comfortable with it.
So the pistol's better than the...
No, just go fast. This is my baby. This helps me do my animals really well.
What are those right there?
This is a CO2 gun. That's what goes in here is gas. Gas is what propels the dart forward. So those are extra cartridges of gas to make the gun work.
Well, that's carbon dioxide.
It's very, very great, because yeah, I know, I wish I could too, but I can't, we're not really set up to dart inside. Darting inside is not safe.
Unless of course you had rubber dart.
Yes, that would be good too.
Bone dart.
So, in the hospital here, just so you guys know, we keep two kinds of animals. Every animal that comes to the zoo from another zoo goes into what we call quarantine. You guys know what quarantine is?
I think it is to check if you're like sick.
Exactly. We keep them in quarantine about a month, so that we check to make sure they don't have any parasites, we make sure that they're not sick, that they're not incubating any diseases. That's our board right there. See, and you can see, it says right up there, you see QUAR is quarantine, and there's some animals that we're just holding up here.
I just say this is close.
That's where the animal came from. That's where the facility came from. That's a black crate, and that's a bird. Okay? So we also keep sick animals up here when we need to. And we have a big space downstairs where we can put animals as well. Okay? Forgot? Okay, come back to you.
Why does it have that radiation symbol on it?
That is our x-ray room. You guys ever had x-rays? Yeah. You guys ever had x-rays? Yeah, we lay our animals on that table in there, and there's an x-ray machine that comes over it, and then we have a digital machine that the x-rays come up on. So we can look to see broken bones, if they swallowed something, ate something they shouldn't have eaten, if they've got a tumor or a mass, if they've got bad teeth. We can look at all those things on x-ray.